A very good afternoon, students. I welcome you all in the first class of Advanced Accounting and Auditing Paper 1. I am Professor Shaurya Shah. I'll be taking your subject of Advanced Accounting and Auditing 1. I hope each and everyone is fine and healthy at your place. Dear students, as it is the first lecture of Advanced Accounting and Auditing Paper 1, I would like to give brief idea about these two papers. As we all know, we have already started with the Advanced Accounting and Auditing Paper 2, popularly known as Corporate Accounting. Now this paper, Advanced Accounting and Auditing 1, is also known as Costing. Now this paper is compulsory for those students who have opted for accountancy as their principal subjects. They have to study two papers. Again, this paper can be taken as a subsidiary paper for those students who have taken banking as your principal subjects. So again, as you can see on your screen, this Advanced Accounting and Auditing Paper 1, they have to study as their optional paper. I hope each and everyone is clear now with the optional subjects which you must have opted for. So for accountancy, it is a compulsory subject. For banking, you have to study simultaneously as your optional subjects. I suppose everyone is clear with that. Now students, in today's lecture, as it is the first lecture, we'll have a brief idea about what is the paper all about, what is the syllabus of the paper, what you need to study. Now, as it is semester 3, this paper is newly introduced. Till now, you have studied financial accounting, but now it is your advanced accounting and auditing. So, what we will do is, first we will have a quick glance about the syllabus of the paper, what you need to study. Now, your syllabus, students, is divided into following units. The very first unit, as you all can see, is the introduction part. In this introduction part, you need to study various nature and scope of cost accounting, various cost concepts and classification, methods and techniques, installation of costing system, so on and so far. So first chapter, first unit basically gives you idea about the concepts of costing. It makes you familiar regarding cost accounting. The second unit, it is a completely theory unit, first unit, dear students. It is having a weightage of 15%. Now the second unit, dear students, as you can see, it is accounting for material. Now when you are calculating the costing, you need to first know the elements of accounting. What is included in it? Suppose, take for example, you make a product. For making a product, you need material, you need labor, you need various kinds of factory, you need various machineries, you need office people to work upon it, you need advertisement, you need packaging. So all those things forms part of your cost of product, right? So I suppose this second chapter, accounting for material, it is giving you the idea completely about what is material, how material control can be done, how the stock of material is calculated, each and every method regarding this. I suppose students are clear with this part. Okay. That material chapter is also having a weightage of 15% students. Now the third unit, as you can see, it is accounting for labor. The whole elements which I told you right now is divided into your various chapters, students. Now, as you can see, the next is your accounting for labor. That is labor cost control procedure, labor turnover, idle time and overtime, methods of wage payment, time and piece rates, incentive schemes, and having a weightage of 20%. Next is accounting for overheads. This overheads, basically whatever I said right now, you require factory expenses, you require office expenses, you require various kinds of expenses to be incurred. So all these expenses in all are known as a overhead. You divide the entire costing into factory overheads, office overheads, selling and distribution overheads. So all this we will study in the coming lectures. This is having a weightage of 30% students. And the last chapter is your cost ascertainment. After having familiarity with all those concepts of cost, we will calculate the actual cost of making one product. That is known as unit costing. Unit is one and costing is total calculation. That is having a weightage of 20%, dear students. So first chapter is basically a theory chapter. Then from every chapter you need to study the practical sums. Again the paper will be very easy. You will be going again quickly if you are clear with the concepts. I suppose every student is clear with the syllabus part. Moving on to the paper pattern. What will be your paper pattern? Similarly, like your corporate accounting, you will be having same paper pattern. The first will be short questions of 10 marks. In that 10 marks, you will be having around 3 marks questions or 4 marks questions. That is 3 to 4 short questions will be asked. Question number 2 will be your 14 marks question. 14 marks question again will be asked from the second, third, fourth or fifth chapter. There will be an option between the question. That will be a long sum particularly. Question number 3 will also be a long sum with 14 marks. And question number 4 will be short notes. Out of any 5, you need to write down any 3. That will be of 12 marks, 4 marks each. I suppose you are clear with the paper pattern also. Fine. Now moving on to the actual paper, cost accounting. What is it all about? You all must have heard this term, cost. You all must have heard this term, accounting. In everyday life also, we ask, what is the cost of the product? What is the selling price of the product? What is the profit you earn on each thing, right? So we as a cost accounting students, we need to calculate the cost in each and every product. We need to find out what is the total expense, what are the total revenue which we are earning, and what is the profit. I hope every student is clear with this part. Fine. Now why cost accounting is needed? Because of tremendous fast development in the accounting world, it is necessary to keep pace with the unprecedented growth in trade and industry, students. Now financial accounting fails to provide answers to any of the questions that what is the cost production per unit, what should be my selling price, whether the cost incurred is proper and reasonable or not, whether it is possible to reduce the cost of production without sacrificing efficiency, and so on and so far. So cost accounting has developed out of the limitations of financial accounting. So what we as a student, we need to first know, what do you mean by cost accounting then? Now cost accounting, as you can see on your screen, is a formal system of accounting for cost in the books of accounts, by the means of which cost of products and services are ascertained and controlled, right? It is a system, it is a formal system, students, for the cost in the books of accounts. How you calculate the cost, how you make the accounts of the cost, that you study. Cost. Now you must be knowing what is cost. Cost means the price paid for something. If I ask, I require a product, particularly say cell phone. So cell phone, if I am getting it in 13,000 rupees, the 13,000 is my cost. If I ask in how much company is making it, the answer will be coming that company is making it in 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 is a cost for the company and 13,000 is the cost for me as a consumer. So the price paid for something is known as your costing. Now cost ascertainment is computation of actual cost incurred, right? What is cost ascertainment? To ascertain the actual cost which you have incurred. Then the another process is cost estimation, is a process of predetermining the cost of goods and service. Suppose I want to make a product. I cannot directly make a product and then determine the cost. No, I need to first estimate what amount of material will be needed, what amount of labor will be needed, what factory overheads will be needed. I need to estimate the cost first. That is known as cost estimation. I hope every student is clear with the concept of cost accounting, cost ascertainment and cost estimation. Fine. We'll be moving on. The basic concepts to be known, right? Now we will be starting, students, with the costing actual chapter. This is your chapter number 1, a part of it, just to have a knowledge of what we are gonna do. Keep in mind, students, remember each and every point. This will be helpful for the entire semester. The first thing, cost accounting is a process. Now what is the meaning of actual cost accounting? You can see here. Cost accounting is a process of collecting, recording, classifying, analyzing, summarizing, allocating and evaluating various alternative courses of actions and control of cost, right? So what do you mean by cost accounting, students? It is a process, first of all. As we all know, accounting is a process of collecting, recording, classifying. You collect the cost data, you record those cost data in books of accounts, you classify them, analyze them, summarize them, and allocate them among various alternative courses. And the most important is to control the cost also. Cost, whatever happens, is not acceptable. You need to control students. I hope it is clear. Everyone must be clear with the definition. Now, what is the main goal of costing? Later on in this lecture, we will also study the objectives of cost accounting. But what is the main goal? I can say its goal is to advise the management on the most appropriate course of action on the basis of cost efficiency and capability. Take for example, students, you also go to market to buy some product. Which product will you buy, right? Which meets your needs, which meets your necessity, which meets your satisfaction. But if you are getting four same identical products at four different prices, which product will you purchase? Definitely, you, me, or any other person will purchase the same product at the minimum price which I am getting. Is it clear? So what is the goal of the costing? The goal of the costing is to advise the management on the most appropriate course of action based on the cost efficiency and capability. Now what does it provide? It provides the detailed cost information that management needs to control current operations and plan for the future. I suppose it is clear to every student. Fine. Moving on. What is the